Hello everyone. Welcome to our math lesson on the number line and the different types of numbers. Let's start by looking at the number line. The number line is a visual representation of numbers arranged in order from left to right, with 0 in the middle, and positive numbers increasing to the right, and negative numbers decreasing to the left. Now, let's talk about natural numbers. Natural numbers are also known as counting numbers and are used to represent quantities that we can count. Natural numbers start from 1 and go infinitely in a positive direction on the number line. Next, whole numbers are similar to natural numbers, but they also include 0. Whole numbers are used to represent quantities that can be counted, including 0, which represents nothing or absence of quantity. Next, integers are numbers that include both positive and negative numbers, along with 0. Integers are used to represent quantities that can be positive or negative, including 0, and they are located on both sides of the number line. Next, fractions are only a part of a whole number, that are written as a ratio of two integers. The integer at the top is called the numerator, and the one at the bottom is called the denominator. For example, if you have a pizza cut into 8 equal slices, and somebody then ate 2 of those slices, they would have eaten 2/8 of the pizza, so you would be left with 6/8 of the pizza. Then, there are decimal numbers. One type of decimal number is terminating, such as 0.5 or 0.125. They have a limited number of decimal places, such as 0.5 has 1 decimal place and 0.125 has 3 decimal places. Another type of decimal numbers is the non-terminating recurring decimals such as 0.33333 going on forever. But we don't want to write infinite 3's, so instead a bar is added over 3. Another example is 0.123123123 and so on. Here the whole 123 part is recurring, so we put a bar over 123. One more example is 0.2353535 and so on. Here 2 is not recurring but 35 is recurring, so we put a bar over 35. These two types of decimal numbers can be written in the form of fractions. For example, 0.5 can be written as 5 over 10, which can be simplified as 1 over 2. Similarly, 0.125 can be written as 125 over 1000, which can be simplified as 1 over 8. However, for the recurring decimals it's not that simple. In the case of 0.3333, let's call it x, multiplying it by 10, we get 10 times x equal to 3.3333. Now 3.3333 can be written as 3 plus 0.3333, which is 3 plus x. As such 10 times x is equal to 3 plus x. Simplifying the equation, we get 9 times x equal to 3, as such x is equal to 3 over 9, which is 1 over 3. Hence 0.3333 can be written in the form of a fraction as 1 over 3. Similarly, 0.123123123 can be written as 123 over 999, and 0.23533535 can be written as 233 over 990. All the different types of numbers we have discussed so far can be expressed as a ratio of two integers p by q. We had shown that any fraction, or any terminating decimal number, or any non-terminating recurring decimal number can be expressed as a ratio of two integers. Similarly, any natural number, or whole number, or integer number can be represented as a ratio of two integers with the denominator as 1. All these numbers that can be expressed as a ratio of two integers are called rational numbers, where the denominator is not equal to 0. Next are irrational numbers. Irrational numbers are numbers that cannot be expressed as a ratio of two integers and cannot be represented as a terminating decimal or a recurring decimal. These numbers are called non-terminating non-recurring decimals. For example, the number 2.45326788013 that goes on forever without repeating is an irrational number. Another example is called surds, which are square roots of non-square numbers. For example, the square root of 2, which is equal to 1.414235 and goes on forever without repeating. Similarly, the square root of 3, or 5 is an irrational number. However, the square root of 4 is equal to 2, or the square root of 9 is equal to 3, so they are not irrational number. One more example of an irrational number is the number pi, which is equal to 3.14159265 and goes on forever without repeating. In summary, natural numbers are counting numbers like 1, 2, 3 and so on. Whole numbers include the natural numbers and 0. Integers include the whole numbers and negative numbers such as -1, -2, -3 and so on. Next, fractions include all the integers along with the terminating and recurring decimal numbers. All these numbers that can be expressed as a ratio of two integers are called rational numbers. Irrational numbers are non-terminating, non-recurring decimal numbers that cannot be expressed as a ratio of two integers. Both rational and irrational numbers make up the real numbers and they can be represented on the number line. Numbers are everywhere in our daily lives and understanding them is crucial for many aspects of math and real-world applications. Thank you.